time is part of paradise, given that the tree of life brings forth different fruit each month. And remember, time is the sequential relationship of change. And change is simply physical motion. In other words, time is indicative of material existence. The view of heaven presented in the writings of the ancient Israelite materialists is not that it is outside of time and space, but rather that it is within time and space. And there are some passages that speak very specifically of time in heaven. Revelation 8 says, "When he opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour." A specific duration of time in heaven entails there being time in heaven. Earlier in Revelation, we find this. Clearly, this is a scene in heaven, taking us into the very throne room of God. It says that these four living creatures have no rest day and night as they say praises to God. So evidently there is day and night in heaven. But even beyond that, what they say about God includes the idea that He was, and He is to come. Far from presenting God as beyond time, this portrays God experiencing time successively. It doesn't say He is in the past and He is in the present and He is in the future, as though past, present, and future are all coexistent for Him. It simply says that He was, and He is to come. Interestingly, there were people who promoted that God is beyond time in the ancient world. Let's look at what one of them had to say about expressions like what we find here in Revelation. Days and nights are all parts of time, and the past and future are created species of time, which we unconsciously but wrongly transfer to the eternal essence. For we say that He was, He is, He will be. But the truth is that is alone is properly attributed to Him, and that was and will be are only to be spoken of becoming in time, for they are motions. But that which is immovably the same cannot become older or younger by time, nor ever did or has become or hereafter will be older or younger, nor is subject at all to any of the states which affect moving, insensible things, and of which generation is the cause. Here we have Plato specifically objecting to using expressions like was, is, and will be in reference to the eternal essence, since that attributes time to God. Plato thought God is outside of time, so he didn't use such expressions other than to reject them. John the Revelator, on the other hand, did use such expressions about God, and others did as well. For example, Daniel calls God the Ancient of Days. To the ancient materialist school in ancient Israel, nothing escapes time, just like nothing escapes location and extension.